Ever thought of finding Nemo while cruising on the Red Sea? The aquatic world's most beloved clownfish might be closer than you think thanks to the recent news about MSC Cruises. This major cruise line is set to launch Red Sea cruises from Saudi Arabia, turning the sea into a vast playground for adventure seekers and marine life enthusiasts. Imagine this. You're aboard the MSC Magnifica, a ship that's more like a floating hotel, complete with all the luxuries you'd expect. It's so grand you'd half expect to bump into a tuxedo-clad secret agent at the casino. But let's not get carried away, we're here to find Nemo, remember? This floating wonder will homeport in Jeddah, offering 7-day voyages to Aqaba, Safaga, and other Saudi ports. It's like a buffet of exotic destinations, each with its own unique flavor. Aqaba, with its rich history and vibrant coral reefs, is a diver's paradise. Safaga, on the other hand, is a haven for windsurfers, and then there are the Saudi ports, each with its own unique charm. But there's more to this story than just a cruise line charting new waters. It's part of Saudi Arabia's grand plan to boost tourism and diversify its economy. Of course, it's not all smooth sailing as the country faces challenges related to its reputation. But hey, who doesn't love a good underdog story? So, if sailing the high seas while possibly spotting Nemo sounds like your kind of adventure, you might want to consider MSC Cruises. Just remember to pack your seasickness pills. You know what they say about safety first, right? Well, in the world of cruising, it's safety, safety, and more safety. Now, I don't know about you, but when I think of cruising, I can't help but imagine myself on a pirate ship, the salty breeze in my hair, navigating the 7 seas. But on this pirate ship, mutinies are strictly off limits. The captain is none other than Safety, and he's a tough old bird, let me tell you. MSC Cruises, sailing off from Saudi Arabia, is setting the gold standard for safety. They're not just handing out life jackets and giving you a whistle to blow if you fall overboard. No, they're going above and beyond. Every crew member is getting vaccinated. That's right. From the captain to the cook, every single one of them. It's like they're forming an immovable line of defense against the COVID-19 pandemic, a veritable crew of health-conscious buccaneers. So, while you're sipping your tropical cocktail on the sun-drenched deck or dancing the night away in the disco, rest assured that the crew is doing everything they can to keep you safe. It's a pirate's life, but with hand sanitizer and face masks. And speaking of the pandemic, the global cruise industry is slowly but surely getting back on its feet. Or should I say, back on its hull. It's been a rough ride, no doubt about it. But like a seasoned sailor in a storm, the industry is weathering it with resilience and determination. The anchor's up, the sails are unfurled, and the horizon is looking brighter. Remember folks, on these cruises, safety is the captain of the ship. And no, you can't walk the plank if you forget your mask. From sailing the seas to a land far, far away, let's talk about a place that's been making headlines for all the wrong reasons: Iran. Now, if you're a fan of dystopian novels and movies, you might find this all too familiar. But remember, this isn't fiction. This is real life and the stakes are high. Iran has been under the international spotlight recently, but not for its historical sites or rich culture. It's because they've been executing protesters. Yes, you heard that right. More than 300 in 2021 alone, with at least 43 more currently on death row. It's like a grim reality show that no one signed up for. And the critics? They're not too happy about it. The regime has been accused of using the death penalty as a deterrent. Now that's one way to keep the streets quiet, right? But it seems they're not just stopping at that. Charges that carry the death penalty are being applied more liberally, even against protesters. Imagine getting the electric chair for voicing your opinion. Quite a chilling thought. And the plot thickens. The regime is also being accused of spreading disinformation about these executions. It's like a dystopian novel come to life, only this time, there's no heroic protagonist to save the day. Just ordinary people trying to make their voices heard, only to be silenced in the most brutal way. So, if you're planning a trip to Iran, maybe it's a good idea to keep your opinions to yourself. Or better yet, stick to the touristy stuff. Visit the ancient ruins, enjoy the local cuisine, but avoid political discussions at all costs. Unless, of course, you fancy a starring role in this real-life dystopian drama. And there you have it, folks, Iran, a country where protesting could land you a starring role in a real-life dystopian drama. Have you ever thought about embarking on the ultimate road trip? Well, Saudi Arabia might have just the ticket for you. Imagine this, you're on a journey with millions of your closest friends. Well, okay, maybe you don't know them all personally, but you're all there for the same reason. It's like the most massive family reunion you've ever been to, but without Aunt Edna's questionable potato salad. This is Hajj, the annual pilgrimage to Mecca, and folks, it is the ultimate road trip. In 2023, Saudi Arabia plans to host a pre-pandemic number of Hajj pilgrims. That's right, they're rolling out the red carpet for millions of travelers from all around the globe. Talk about a guest list. And don't worry about getting lost in the crowd. With the sheer amount of people, you're bound to bump into someone you know, or, at the very least, someone who can point you in the right direction. Now, we all know that road trips aren't just about the destination but the journey. And let's be honest, what's a road trip without a bit of adventure? Saudi Arabia has that covered too. They're aiming to use domestic uranium for nuclear fuel. Yes, you heard that right, nuclear fuel. I guess they're really going for that glow-in-the-dark roadside attraction. But hey, don't let that deter you. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, a chance to take part in a tradition that spans centuries. It's like stepping into a time machine, but with better food and no risk of running into dinosaurs. So, if you're up for a road trip of a lifetime, Saudi Arabia is calling. Just remember to pack your walking shoes and maybe a compass. Alright folks, it's time for a quick roundup of all the travel and destination news we've covered today. Buckle up because we're setting sail on a whirlwind recap. First, we ventured off into the high seas of adventure with MSC Cruises. This isn't your average maritime meander, oh no. We're talking about a full-on voyage into the Red Sea, launching from none other than Saudi Arabia. MSC has partnered with Cruise Saudi to make this seafaring dream a reality. So grab your binoculars and keep an eye out for Captain Jack Sparrow, because the pirate life might just be your calling. Next up, we took a turn for the dystopian with Iran's execution extravaganza. Now this isn't your typical vacation spot, and it's certainly not for the faint of heart. But if you've ever wanted to see what happens when criticisms of unfair trials and coerced confessions meet the death penalty, then Iran might just be your next holiday destination. Just remember to pack your sense of justice. Finally, we hit the road for the ultimate journey, the Hajj pilgrimage in Saudi Arabia. This isn't just any road trip, folks. It's the road trip to end all road trips. An opportunity to be part of a pre-pandemic number of pilgrims in 2023, so dust off that old compass and get ready to hit the road. Just remember to pack plenty of snacks because this journey is nothing short of epic. And there you have it, folks. Whether you're a seafaring Nemo finder, a dystopian drama enthusiast, or a road tripper ready for the journey of a lifetime, there's a destination out there for you. Until next time, safe travels.